Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for more AVP Primal Hunt. So, it wasn't me being completely lost like an Egypt. Rather, this is bugged. This bloody thing was supposed to be destructible, but it wasn't. Most perturbatory indeed, ladies and gentlemen. But what isn't perturbatory is how good this game is, even with the glitches here and there. I mean, let's face it. Ooh, that's two, androides over there, isn't it? I see you bastards. And they got... Well, their AI is not very good. I think they're running Windows ME. It's like, my god. I mean, they literally just walked by me. If it's not Windows ME, then it's gotta be, at the very least, pre-patched Windows 98. At least I'm gonna assume that's what it is. I cannot move. Oh wait, that's the end of the game. Maybe. I don't know. It's a very short, bloody thing. No, we still got a game. We still got game. And hello, Emperor Snake. What is up is it's very hot. The monsoons have stopped, and now it is ridiculously hot, which is precisely why I went ahead and went to the track. Smack him! Well, I knocked his spleen out, but that didn't really help my position at all. Okay, so we want to jump down and hide me. Smash it. Smash him. Ah, oh, damn it. But yeah, went to the track in 100 degree heat. Smack him. Run, 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 run. Sorry, scientist dude. Looks like you should have chose. Learn to code. Just learn to code. Hey, I'm trying to teach people to code here. And my phone went ding. Oh, crap. Whoever dinged my phone, I blame thee for getting shot. And then I accidentally reloaded the save, because of course I did. Okay, smash him. And learn to code. I like how just one swipe completely destroys his body. I'm not sure if that would work quite like that. So I recently heard of a film that sounds interesting. Basically, Die Hard on a plane, except John McClane's a vampire. That sounds pretty good. I've often wondered, like, why don't we have good vampires? Do they all have to be evil? I mean, I get that, like, the whole drinking the blood of other human beings, but do they have to be the blood of the innocent? Could it not potentially be, you know, like, you know, hardened felons or terrorists? I like how the Xeno here just knows, he senses it through the Force that that's what he's got to do. But, like, seriously, like, couldn't vampires, like, you know, do something constructive? I'm just saying, I think people are prejudiced against vampires. They're anti-vampites. I may have ripped it off from Seinfeld, but whatever. But yeah, vampires versus terrorists. Why not? You know? Now, in like the Monster Hunter International book series, when you go vampire, you basically become a sociopathic killer, but it's sort of implied it has a supernatural element to it. You don't just... What can I say? I may not be a simp, but if I have a choice, I will not harm the sexy ladies. Just can't do it. You can call me a simp if you wish. I do not care. See, that's one part of that's the good part of masculinity. Is you're not supposed to want to harm females unless they're actively harming you, and well, hiding in the corner is not exactly a violent act. Just saying. Oh, not the steam! Oh god, not the steam. Yeah, see, this is why this game is not on Steam, because the Xenomorph just doesn't like it. See, that's the best joke you get at this time of night. Okay, come on. Go away, Gabe Newell. No one likes you. You can't release Fallout 3. I mean, Half-Life 3. Whatever. Fallout 3, Half-Life 3, it's the same thing, right? Oh, you know what's really annoying, lads and lasses? Exposure. It's very difficult to get proper exposure these days. Because if you're not just screaming into a microphone, people don't like you. So sad indeed. Maybe I should just start screaming random crap. What in God's name are you blathering about? You know, I have to say Big Lebowski is a bit overrated for what it is, but it's not as overrated as it could be. Okay, I must have needed to go somewhere in here. I guess that's what it looks like. Now, why has it been a long few days? Hopefully not. Then again, you know, Misery does love company after all. I love that, like, Misery loves company. You can hear, like, the AI over there just crying. It's like, she just saw He-Man and she doesn't know how to feel. I will admit I have not watched He-Man, nor have I really any interest in doing so. Because of course they had to destroy He-Man. Most people don't even care about He-Man. Few people even heard of He-Man. And they just had to destroy it, you know? They just couldn't leave well enough alone. You know, you had a really good remake back in 2002. Because of course it was the early 2000s. The decade where you had the best of everything. Okay, that must have had to have destroyed that. At least that's what I'm guessing. Let's hope I don't get newelled. Alright. Newman. Alright, let's just crouch walk all the way down here. Okay, that looks like something destructible. So let's go ahead and save up here. And let's see if we can't destructible it. The answer is no, we can't. But this looks like we should be able to destroy it. I hope it's not. I hope that's not bugged. That's the only problem with the Xenomorph campaign in any of these games is it's by far the most slow-paced and boring. Because a lot of it is level navigation. Did we smash that? No. Find the artifact and return it to the hive. How do you even know what an artifact is, dude? Or maybe it's like some sort of genetic memory. It's like he wants it just because the Predator did, but doesn't understand anything more than that. Okay, that's gotta be the room we gotta be in. This is what it looks like. Am I gonna get stuck again? The news broke on the internet yesterday. True form of Slanesh. You know, Anthony Jordan, that really doesn't narrow it down. Okay, do you realize how little that narrows it down? That could be any number of things these days. It's like, it's the internet in 2021. Okay, if that's not it, I don't know what is. I've got my special weirdo vision on. And the answer is... Okay, maybe we gotta look at the walls. I'm just gonna let myself get burned. How did it get burned? How did it get burned? How did it get burned indeed? You know, you can survive space, dude. You can get fucking hot lead dumped right on your face. This looks like this is where you should be able to go. Critics hated it. I hated it because I don't know where to fucking go. That is literally the only thing in here. Alright. Alright. This game's gonna be that way to me today, huh? Let's see you do that. Okay, let's look around here and see if there's... There it is, never mind. Everybody just shut the fuck up. No, it won't break either! What the hell? Is this a video game? I don't know, maybe it's a computer game. You gotta be smarter than the game to play it, but you would think... I know for a fact that back in the day I had to no-clip this. There is no way I played this legit. No way at all. Okay, so that was smashed. That was extra smashed. And not in the good way either. Hey, this is where we were in AVP 2. Okay, I highly doubt we needed to go all the way back here, but we're gonna go back here. Okay, that's gonna kill me. I bet that's gotta be smashed, but it's unsmashable. I bet that's glitched out again. How much you wanna bet? And if it is, we gotta play this all over again. Okay, so there's that. Maybe this is something over here. No, this goes nowhere. Okay, so that goes nowhere. We're gonna look one more time, just to be on the safe side. Okay, so that can't be smashed. I like how they just kind of tease you. It's like, oh yeah, you think you can smash this? Nope. You are out of luck, sir. Nothing here. No, nothing there. I'm looking forward to getting to AVP 1, because at least AVP 1 isn't this confusing. But it's not even really confusing, it's just like, literally, there's nowhere to go. Okay, so we know that doesn't break. Is there any other place to go? Any other thing I might have missed? The answer is niet. Alright. The only thing I can assume is that broke again. So let's go ahead and abort the game. I like how they have to, like, abort it and then start. Really? I'd have to go all the way back to the very beginning and hope that it worked. Alright, well, let's not do that. Alright. So that doesn't do it. I think I might, this might be one of those well, it's not really a let's play, this live stream where there is really, I walked past that how many goddamn, so, yeah, how about that game crashed? How about that game crashing? Close, come on. Come on, you can close. Okay. I'm looking forward to... Alright. Now, let's try this again. Okay, so we at least know where to go. It's like you gotta look for that one little thing. Alright. At least this should be easy enough. Assuming it doesn't crash, and if it does, then we're out of luck. It's a good thing I saved right there. Okay, good. Ooh. Is this unfinishable, huh? Uncompletable. Alright, let's go ahead. I don't think we can finish the game with this mod. Well, it's not really a mod with this. I think there is some sort of thing that breaks that. Alright, let's try it again. Well, that kind of sucks. Like, the first two campaigns are the best by far, with the Xenomorph campaign never being that great in my estimation, but it kind of sucks that it breaks right at the end. Alright, let's jump right through here. Let's jump through some hoops. Okay, don't crash. Don't crash. Good game. Good. Oh, it didn't... okay, it didn't want to load that cutscene.
Damn it, Richter, the pod's about to go. I've got it. Let's get the hell out of here. Chekhov, do you copy? Chekhov!
Go ahead.
I can't raise Rykov. There's some kind of interference here.
Dude, your Russian accent needs work.
Tell Rykov we have the artifact.
I don't know what kind of accent that even is.
Oh man, not again. And we're on our way down to the extraction point.
Because that guy there looks like a Chekhov.
The first charges will be going off any second now.
Shit. Everybody out. Double time to the lines. You don't have to ask me twice, baby.
Don't call me baby. We're not really there in our relationship yet. You know, I need, like, proper respect. Here's John. No, Letterman. Not David Letterman. Here's Stephen Colbert. Burn it with fire. Yeah, it looks a bit like Stephen Colbert. I'm not sure if this is the end of the game or not. It could be. No, it's not. It kind of felt like it was the end of the game. So, this mod really doesn't like cutscenes very much, it seems. Come on, get through there. Let's save again. We got the drums. You know it's got to be serious. And speaking of drums, I've seen a couple of clips on YouTube of Jungle Cruise with The Rock in it. I gotta say, it doesn't look that awful. I kind of like some of the deadpan jokes that The Rock was doing, so I don't know, maybe I'm just too easily amused. Or maybe the fact that it doesn't look woke has kind of lulled me into a false sense of security. I guess I'm supposed to go this way. Oh, he blew himself up, dumbass. No, he's gotta be like running Dingu. He's like Dingu X. It's like Linux, only for cheap Chinese handhelds. Oh, crap, I'm gonna get shot. I've got like one tiny sliver of health. I'm not even sure if this is the way to go. Now, we killed the Wish.com android, so maybe we can check over here. And the answer is... Well, it sounds like another dish got broken. Yeah, there we go. What up, dude? Yeah, maybe you should have thought about running, dude, and not wearing that dumbass looking hoodie. Oh, why are you even trying? Just run. Just run, dude. Should have learned the code. Ban this sick filth. Okay, so we've got some destroyed things. We got some health at least. Not much. These guys must have had a whole diet that consisted entirely of soy. But then again, that is canonical for the Aliens universe, where literally everything is some derivation of soy, so... No wonder they were weak. Okay, come on, get through the invisible wall, please. I still do not envy the people who had to program the Xenomorph campaign. No, I am not playing a Sigourney Weaver. God damn it. The Predalien. Almost as bad as Sigourney Weaver. Jump through the fucking wall. Okay. This is gonna be one of those things, isn't it? I gotta actually, like, pay attention. Well, paying attention didn't work. Remember, trying is the, Windows 10 keeps updating without your permission? Yes, it does. You gotta enjoy that latest update. Evidently, there's supposed to be some kind of Windows 11 coming out. It's like I know how to play the video games. Evidently, there's supposed to be some kind of Windows 11 coming out, but I have not bothered to look at it, so who knows. Abandon the artifact and escape pod 5 before it falls. Oh, well then that was pointless. That means this game was entirely pointless, and we're stuck here. Okay, so we could go all the way back, which was entirely pointless. So I guess we're like at the end of the game. I think they just kind of slapped this together. I mean, it's not that great. The introductory wasn't bad, but it's like, we solved nothing. We have accomplished nothing. Hey, it's like real life. Let's see. Yeah, they are at that. It's like, I love how like this thing's exploding and the music's just kind of like, you know, we're just kind of chilling, you know. Do we go here? No. Do we go over here? Okay, you would think we would go over here. Where do you people keep coming from? Did they respawn? I thought I killed both of you already. Where did you come from? Alright, let's save. It's the infinitely spawning people. Can't smash through there. Oh, I guess we gotta go, like, through here. I see. I think. Or did I overthink this a little bit too much? Nope. Okay, then what's the point of that? Why can you go over there? And this is yet another example of... It's like, where the hell do I go? It's like one little... Do we smash that? No. Do we smash the broken TV? No, we can't apparently smash broken TVs. That would be just wrong. It's got like mercury and shit in it. Do we go up there? I guess? Can we go up there? And the answer is no, we can't. So, smash that. It basically comes down to you get to kill a few things, smash a few things. It's like, oh god, just let it end. Not a bad game, but this is definitely the weakest part of it, because it's like, it's supposed to be this exciting, you've got to escape! Which is why we're gonna make it a small puzzle to figure out just where to go. With some kind of inappropriate music. Like, what the hell is the soundtrack even doing now? It's like, this is not really what I would call appropriate. Okay, do we, like, slide through here? No. I will admit the music is starting to get on my nerves. I will definitely be talking about this in the review. It's like, what the hell am I listening to? Can't get down there. This didn't open. Can I open it? No. I'm about 2 seconds from quitting this game and moving on to something else. And then just recording this on my own time. Because it's like, you get it. He escapes. He escapes he escapes, fuck you, the end, right? Let's see. Alright, nothing over here. We already looked over here, looked up there. It's like, there's a fine line between this and something like Jedi Academy. Can't smash through that. Okay, you would think if you can go all the way back here, this is where you lead, where it would lead you. But it's not. There's nothing here. There is literally nothing. And I'm sure it's like one little tiny crack that I missed. Or maybe this is where the cutscene is supposed to be. But ultimately, ladies and gentlemen, the Xenomorph escapes, everybody's happy, you know, he gets to have sex with the queen. And there's that. Okay, I think we're back. Okay, good. And that crashed, because why wouldn't it? Okay, so, long story short, AVP Primal Hunt, not bad, but not very good either in some respects. I can see why the critics didn't particularly like this game all that much, because it is pretty annoying in the Xenomorph parts. It's very hard to figure out what you're actually supposed to do. And, yeah, I mean, I don't know what I would rate it as yet. I have to go through it and actually really seriously think about it. The biggest problem by far with it is just the fact that, well, the Xenomorph parts just really lack any sort of quality at that point. It's like, what the hell am I looking at half the time? And then the other half is, what am I supposed to do? Let's see, I guess I've only been going about 20 minutes, so we'll go ahead and play something else for a little while, and I think we'll actually just go ahead and jump into something Wolfenstein related. See if I can find that really quick, because damn, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, let's see here. Will I be able to find that while I'm streaming? The answer is possibly not. Or am I just going to give up and, there's Wolfen X, which I think I've already done. I don't remember what this is. That's a problem when you have so many of these bloody things. Oh, wait. No, wait, is that it? BW. I think that's something. Let's find out, shall we? Car build from junkyard parts. It'll get you where you need to go, but it won't do the job all that good. Yeah. Alright. Let's just play a little bit of Brutal Wolfenstein. Because, why not? Let's see, bring them on. I think this is, if I'm not mistaken, a attempt to bring back the Brutal Wolfenstein mod that kind of got abandoned. Which was kind of sad, because it was very promising. There's a whole bunch of these Wolfenstein mods now. I meant to actually do a video on this a long time ago, but I just never really got around to it. I don't think these levels are quite as good as the levels in the original Brutal Wolfenstein, but it's not bad. It's got new enemy types. It's got some sprites from the classic Mac port, which I've never actually played. Just because I've never owned a Mac, nor did anything Mac related. One shot, one kill, which is precisely why I missed. No, you idiot! Yeah, well, fuck it. There we go, finally we got a gun. I do like the MP5 model, though. It is very detailed compared to what we normally get. Usually it's just a Rise of the Triad one. And of course we have what, I don't know what sprite that's from, though, or what game that's from. What up, dude? Oh, crap! That's why I hate grenade launchers. That's why they have a minimum arming distance. At least the music in this is good, and like, we can finally get to, you know, a game where we can just kill shit, because killing shit is fun. Also, evidently, the Natsocks had Uzis from the future. I think Uziel Gall might be kind of mad about that. Hey, can we eat the body? No, we can't. We're not that dead yet. Also, why the hell is that doing that? There we go. I don't know why the HUD was fucking up like that, but whatever. Wolfenstein. Can you imagine? That game is going to be 30 years old next year, if I'm not mistaken. No, it already is 30 years old. And yet, people still be playing it. Of course, then again, Super Mary is over 30 years old now. It'll happen to you. I really quite like this MP5 sound effect. Not MP5, but MP40 sound effect. It is quite sexy indeed. Smack him. We don't follow the Geneva Convention. It doesn't exist in this universe. Why does that guy have a BFG? I think somebody needs to do a little bit of oh, I don't know. Mac is overpriced hipster garbage. And I've never owned a Mac, so yeah, probably. And that is definitely a bathroom set, alright. I mean, it's not. I always wondered what this was supposed to be. Originally, it was just a random hallway. Now, that's a very strange helmet. It's like the Fly, and somehow he's working for the Nat Sox. And now we've got an MP5 that has a red dot, because of course it does. And it has a much higher cyclic rate. This is not a bad thing. It's like, I actually wouldn't mind. Like, that's one of those things where I guarantee you if the NFA wasn't a thing, you would see modern day repros of the MP5. You kind of do already, but I mean like a full auto MP5. And you know people would be welding rails to them just to have red dots. In fact, let's go ahead and save. I think we'll play a couple levels of this, then go to Project Brutality V3. Because Project Brutality version 3 is actually pretty good, and has the best weapon of all of the Doom gameplay mod enhancements. Because the crowds totally use revolvers. Well, I guess they might have used some, but... I love the fact that we've got armor from Doom 64 in this thing. This is a lot of fun, though. Just because this is different from your traditional Doom experience, because you're actually going around shooting crap and getting shot at. Which, to me, is a little more fun than just shooting monsters that can't really shoot back. And we've got the feminazis, because why would we not? They must be from the local university. Let's see, okay, we can't just slide on the ground. I've gotten used to that from Project Brutality version 3. Holy crap, we got a big guy. And he had a big hunger for lead to the face. Of course, we have the chain gun from the almighty Doom 64. Oh my god, that just completely I guess we broke his heart. Now, Krauts, for some reason, didn't like shotguns. I mean, there's obviously the famous trench gun that... Also, we got a spectral dog. I like the new enemies in this mod. I'm quite fond of that. Something to spice it up a little bit. Smack him. But I just love the fact, here's a Mossberg combat shotty in 1945. I don't think Mossberg was... no, Mossberg was born yet, but it's just kind of funny. It's like, it just doesn't really fit that well. But then again, well, let's face it, we're talking about super Nat Sox science, so maybe they're the ones who invented the modern-day combat shotty. They invented the 3-gun cheater gun. Truly, they're the most dastardly villains in all of history. Give me that sweet Uzi Gal. You know, you ever look at a rifle that you have absolutely no need for, but still kind of want? Like, I kind of want the Galil rifle, because it's cool, but I have absolutely no need for it. But goddamn, is it just sort of an epic little rifle? I like how he's just staring at the wall. Hans, why are you staring at the wall? Because I love this Lotz painter. It sounds so great when it cracks. He's staring at the wall, too. Well, actually, he was staring at a bed. Maybe he was thinking of, like, some time at the ye old brothel, huh? That's one thing that was really stupid that happened in World War I and I think World War II, where the whole idea of not having realistic things, you know, realistic ideas, and I don't mean actual combat, the fact that the British and I believe also America, and I'm not surprised that America wouldn't do this, did not issue condoms to the soldiers. It's like, really? Come on. You know what they're gonna do. You know. I mean, even the most Charlie Church person over there likely engaged in a little bit of fun now and again. It's like, come on, people. Keeps down disease, but whatever. It's like, well, if they don't have it, they won't use it, right? Joke's on them. At least the Krauts and the French got something right. But hey, whatever. A wrong clock is right twice a day. Or it goes somewhere like that, right? A right clock is wrong twice a day. See, this is my kind of game where I don't have to think and I can literally just slaughter everything and randomly mutter to myself. And hello, Turok Fire Seed. Hey, what's wrong with the Doom 64 chain gun? It's awesome. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, my good God, I love the fact that Wolfenstein is still relevant with just a few minor tweaks. I mean, come on, it just works so well. Oh my good God, I don't think this is entirely accurate. Also, that I can read the ammo can, 7.62 millimeter, huh? Oh my God, that 7.62 millimeter, that wasn't in. Technically, that wasn't invented yet. That is that would come out after World War II. The game is wrong. Also, the magic doesn't work that way. Oh man, just look at that. Just it's a massacre. Natsock massacre. I could actually make a horrible joke, but won't. I just will not, because I'll be taken down from like literally everything, and forced to take a. Never mind. And yeah, as far as I know, all is well. All is quiet on the Texas front, except it's hot. Very hot indeed. And yes, this is certainly not AVP, but AVP annoyed me, and I was at the end of the game anyway. It's like, it's not even worth wasting everyone's time for me to try to figure out where to go. I don't think I even really need to go over here. I just am, because I always do. Hence why, and also, I mean, I gotta slaughter people with, you know, I think this is a 1917 A3, if I'm not mistaken, which also didn't exist yet. And why, I ask you, are some of these guys armed with shotties? Where'd they get the shells? And the shells aren't even that good at this time because they're still made out of cardboard. Also, why is, oh, well, the cells make sense because we have plasma weapons in World War II. I mean, it's a little known fact that plasma weapons did exist in the great WW dose. The enemy AI is not as good as... Well, the enemy AI isn't that bad. I mean, they're still dangerous to a certain extent, and besides, who cares? It's fun enough to just go around blasting shit. We'll actually take a look at Project Brutality after this level. I would do a different game, Blade of Agony, but the biggest problem with that is getting through that first section is somewhat difficult due to the fact that you have to go through a concentration camp, and that is too depressing and requires too much brain power to do, instead of just slaughtering, like, everything. Just massacring bastards. Back in the Rise of the Triad, ready to get back into Turok 3 co-op. I still need to try that at some point. Just haven't had much time for co-op. But yeah, next time when we do another live stream, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be taking a look at AVP 1 for the PC, which thankfully is much more straightforward. My phone just keeps going off. It will not leave me alone. It's literally dead quiet all day, and then right when I start streaming. I have no idea what this is going to do, but we're going to use it. Oh, it's a freeze gun! Smashy, smashy! Smashy, smashy! I don't know. It's doing nothing. Oh, I think we actually can kill things with this. I think we're hurting people. No, we're not. They're just getting shot by, oh, crap. I'm getting shot by everything. Smack him. Smack him. Kick him. Holy crap. We got a Hans Grosse wannabe up here. Too bad we've got a red dot, and that is definitely a force multiplayer. I mean, it is, but I want an MP40 with a goddamn red dot on it. I want, like, the most tactical outed MP40 ever. Somebody donate a $30,000 or $40,000 MP40 to General Lotz care of free. Give me all that sweet, sweet meat. Oh wait, no. That's just wrong. See you, Daniel Leyland. I just need time to actually play Turok 2 or 3 co-op because I just never really have the free time. Although I'm starting to get more free time, so I might be able to do that sooner rather than later. And speaking of co-op, it's almost August. It will literally be August tomorrow. And we will finally see if Aliens Fireteam Elite is any good. My money is it's going to be 100% average. 100% average, because it just doesn't really inspire that much confidence. Alright, so that was the first couple levels of yet another Wolfenstein Brutal Wolfenstein Uber Hero Edition. Absolutely excellent. I love how H-Doom sucks. Brilliant. It's not that bad. It's just kind of a one and done sort of joke. Okay, so we will be showcasing today two different things. We've got Project Brutality, and we have, let's see here. Let's go ahead and jump into Doom 2 Redux. So we got Project Brutality V3, which I have not showcased, and Doom 2 Redux, which is yet another Doom 2 Redux mod. I've done so many of them, but I just can't, I just quite like them. And of course we have, for music, let's crank that shit up, assuming it works, which I think it will. If it doesn't, we'll try a different mod. Yep, there we go. No, don't save. Actually, let's turn that down just a little bit. Yeah, there is now a WAD that lets you listen to the Doom Eternal soundtrack. Now, I really like what the developers have done with the Project Brutality mod. Like, the AI is improved, the animations are also improved. It also has that weird drunk mode, and I just got completely rocked there. That weird drunk mode that everybody likes these days, where like there's this weird drunken swaying that's supposed to look somewhat realistic, which, I don't know, that never really did it for me. It gives me motion sickness anyway. But I really love the fact that you can listen to some Mick Gordon on this. Especially after the substantial disappointment of Ancient Gods. I had to say, not only did I not like the Ancient Gods gameplay, but I was also not particularly fond of what it did with the story. I mean, like, they literally just made Satan some guy in an armor suit. It's like, really? Really? You went from, you know, like, epic horror crap to that. Also, the zombies talk now, which, if you've got really good sound, got a really good sound system, can sound pretty scary. Like, now I'm starting to get sucked into the game. Because you got, like, the Mick Gordon and that. Now, this particular version, this particular Redux mod is pretty good. I mean, it's got this little thing here where you get teleported to another level. Now, unfortunately, I just got completely destroyed. Now, unfortunately, this level, I haven't been able to actually finish it because the game will just kind of lock up at the end. So you have to cheat to the next map. Serious Sam co-op. Being 100% average will probably be for the best, probably. Made the Dark Lord and Doom Eternal be more like an Eldritch Horror. Yeah, it really should have been. I mean, this is supposed to be Satan here, and it's literally... I think they ran out of money. To be perfectly honest, I think they were out of money. They needed to finish this because they wanted to shelve it for more games as a service. And so it's like, look, we'll just reuse the Doomslayer skin, and that'll be that. Surely the hardcore fans don't even care about the story anyway. And it's not like the gaming journals even know how to turn on a computer, so there's that. Give me that sweet blue key. Okay, let's go ahead and save here. And technically, we could just cheat our way out, but we're not. I want to kind of show off the entire little level here. I will say this, for all my complaints when it comes to Chuck Grenade, for all my complaints when it comes to Doom Eternal, that grenade was utterly pointless. It's like I do not know how to play a video game. For all my complaints of how Doom Eternal turned out, the music was, well, pretty damn good. I mean, I will not ever complain about that Mick Gordon soundtrack. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we've got another Disney movie based upon a theme park ride. And it actually looks like it's not awful. But then again, Disney just keeps screwing people over and kind of like shooting themselves in the foot, just like G-dubs. The G-dubs making sure you can't do fan films. I just love the fact that, like, I think Lucasfilm did it, and Paramount did it, so you can't make fan films of pretty much anything anymore. Which means people will know about these things less, and it's a real shot to the balls for the fans. But then again, these are, you know, evil corporations, so what do you expect? And besides, the fan works are usually better than the official works. I say usually, not always. There's one fan film that everybody loved where George Lucas's parents were Jedi, and it's like, really? That seems kind of dumb, because it is. My biggest problem with Star Wars fan films is it never really draws from the EU. And so it's like, what do I care, you know? The best little fan film I've ever seen has to be the one where they have all the different universes, a Crisis on Infinite science fiction universes, where you've got Star Wars, Star Trek, Mass Effect, and Halo all in the same thing, and it works remarkably well. It's got Mark Meer in it as Commander Shepard. Why they couldn't just call him Captain Shepard? That's better left unsaid. Let's see. That's a game I haven't played in a while. Honestly, bothered with the ancient gods. Doom Eternal was fun on its own. Yeah, it really was. It's about story and game. It was true in the early 90s. See, that's the thing, though. I don't agree with that. I think story is very important for a game, because story is what keeps you coming back in many cases, you know? Now, Doom is one of those exceptions, but let's take a look at this, though. Doom Guy is Doom Guy because he was, like, the first. But people know who BJ Blazkowicz is because he actually does something cool in story. Or, you know, Kyle Katarn. You know, you don't play, you know, Knights of the Old Republic 1 or 2. You don't play Jedi Knight or Dark Forces because it's just, well, it is a fun game, but it's like, there's more to it than just fun game. It's like you want to play as Kyle Katarn. And then, of course, you got Knights of the Old Republic. You know, you got your RPG, so it doesn't really apply to every single game where story doesn't matter. I mean, when it comes to RPGs, the story had better be good. Otherwise, what are you doing? And speaking of RPGs, I do intend to do a little bit of live streaming of Outer Worlds. The only problem with that is, it's like when you stream an RPG, it can get very boring because it's like, it's an RPG. It's meant to be played almost like you're reading a novel in many cases. You see, like, Doom is the most gamey of games, whereas, you know, RPGs are just something else entirely. RPGs are still my favorite type of game, even if I don't get to play them that much because there's just not that many good ones. Let's see. Credited in a Friday 13th fan film. It's a real experience, I would imagine. Stories like you can write to. Game. You know, Diablo 3 is not a terrible game, but it was definitely one of those games that it was kind of botched at the beginning. It's like, I remember people were complaining about all sorts of things with that, like Diablo 3 had some sort of auction house where you could buy fake things with real money. I still don't get why people do that. Diablo 3 wasn't the only game that did that. Ooh, is that a backpack I saw? Yes, it was. Wasn't the only game to do that. It's like fake real estate. It's like, come on, people. Have some personal pride. There we go. It's always one bloody switch I miss. That's just the way it be. Now, one RPG. See, I guess it really does depend on the game in many respects, though. It's like, the thing is, if you're gonna put story in a game, it better be a good one. If you're not gonna have story in a game, then don't have it at all, so it can't be bad. Because a bad story can detract from a fun game, in my opinion. Because it's just a terrible story, and it's like, you can see and you can see that there was some incompetence. It's kind of like Dead Space. The gameplay is pretty good, but I still don't really hold Dead Space that highly anymore just because of how stupid that story really got. And it really was only one minor detail that would have made that game, the whole franchise, much better. It's like if the marker actually had consistent powers and it was actually just this otherworldly eldritch thing instead of like, oh yeah, the evil space government created it and they did it because initially they just wanted to, and then it's like unlimited power. It's like, wait a minute, you have faster than light drives, surely you already have, you know, highly dense power sources. Why would you need this thing that somehow creates infinite power and zombies? Well, I don't get the correlation between the two. And there's like, you know, well, the Earth's energy crisis. Why would you have an energy crisis? You're in space! You're in fucking space! Just use solar power satellites. I'm quite fond of the fire axe. Even if it does remind me of a really cringy series of books where this New York firefighter goes into basically Skyrim and fights dragons. Now, you would think that's not necessarily cringy, but all the dragons turn into hot chicks, which, of course, he engages in certain activities with. I think that was somebody's fat fantasy. Because, yeah, when you defeat a dragon, it turns into a hot chick who also wants to sleep with you, because it makes total sense. Let's see. Friday the 13th, you know, I just don't really like slashers all that much. I've tried to get into them throughout the years, but it's like, you know, Jason, Mike, and all the rest, if they're, like, corpses animated by, you know, like, ghosts, then technically shouldn't the Ghostbusters just show up and kill them? I mean, come on. Get fucking Egon showing up there. But whatever. Because, like, there actually is a fanfic, not a fanfic, but a fan film of Ghostbusters versus Frodrick. I have no idea if it's good or not, but I love the idea. I'm sure it's still better than Ghostbusters 2016, and it looks like Ghostbusters Afterlife will actually be good, because they did exactly what they should have done. You know, instead of, like, killing off the characters that everybody loves, have it be, you know, their grandkids or their kids, something like that. And so having the granddaughter of Egon Spangler, that is a very good idea. You know, that is a character that people can get behind. Now, making her the traditional nerdy girl, I'm not sure how much I like that, because that's really lazy writing. But whatever, it's fine. Because, like, nerdiness is not really seen as bad these days. And realistically, I don't think it was seen as bad even when I was a kid. But whatever. Maybe it will be a good film, maybe it won't be. I mean, it's one of those things with everything being woke, like even He-Man. Like, He-Man was just a malicious thing to destroy him, you know? It's like, why? Why destroy a character nobody really even cares that much about in the first place? All it's gonna do is turn everybody against you. And that's not even getting into the I am not Starfire thing. It would be nice if, like, good things would come out now and again. But whatever. Ghostbusters the video game, you know, I gotta actually play that. I own it, but I've never actually played it. Stop running around, you bastard. Alright, so I was gonna review Ghostbusters the video game, but also never got around to that. That really is like the last hurrah of the Ghostbusters, since it actually did have the character whose name I don't remember in it, or the actor whose name I don't remember. Dead. God, Diablo on the mind. It's surprising how grim the story has been throughout the franchise. Diablo, the story. I've actually read a number of the Diablo novels, and they're not awful, but they're not the best either. It's not a universe I care that much about, but the actual background and lore for Diablo is kind of interesting. It doesn't actually take place on Earth or a fantasy realm like that. Instead, it takes place in a world created by angels and demons. That's just kind of weird that it's created by angels and demons, and there's humans on there, and they're trying to fight against all the various primevals, and it's like it's a strange world, to say the least. But Diablo's never really been my franchise. None of the Blizzard properties have been things I've had that much interest in. Even StarCraft. I probably played StarCraft 2 more than I have any of the other Blizzard games. And I've never even played World of Warcraft even once. Hey dude, you have no body. Save. It really was. I mean, Dan Aykroyd is at the very end, but maybe not. Or, see, if they make it go woke, they'll have like Dan Aykroyd be killed in the first 5 minutes and have him be replaced. That's like they already had the, you know, diversity squad in the Ghostbusters universe with Ghostbusters Extreme, which I quite liked. I was very fond of Ghostbusters Extreme. I thought the chick was pretty hot. But, yeah, I mean, even had a guy in a wheelchair. It had literally every box ticked. And it still was able to be, you know, respectful to the original characters. Come on, run, run, run. Shoot him. G36, don't fail me now. Okay, I'm not going to open that up because I'm assuming there's some terrible things in there. Very surprisingly, basically, in one way or the other. Well, you know, AVP Primal Hunt, every character in that is the villain, and they all, well, actually, 2 of them win, 2 of them lose. The Predator loses, and the Corporate wins momentarily, and then the Xenomorph, I assume, wins. I don't remember what happened, and, well, that Xenomorph campaign, man. It's just like, just show me where I'm supposed to go! Please give me a hint. But see, that's one thing that, in terms of storytelling, the audience member really doesn't, well, the general audience member really doesn't want the villain to win, because that's kind of depressing. I actually talked a little bit about that particular topic with Katie Sackhoff at Comic Palooza, because yeah, I'm gonna fucking trumpet that to high heaven, because that was awesome. Evidently that's a very popular thing in Norway, to have unhappy endings, which that must make for a very dour people, I can tell you that. It's like the whole, you know, idea of the hero gets the girl and saves the day. It's like, that is a positive thing. When you leave the theater or finish watching it on TV or whatever the case may be, you're actually happier than when you started watching it. Which I think is pretty admirable. Or put another way, you look at Star Wars, the most successful franchise of all time until Disney ruined it. You look at that, you know, okay, what would happen if, say, Luke died at the end of the first movie? Would that still have been as popular? And I don't think it would have been. Telefrag. That's such bullshit! And dead. And hello, Corey. Back from the Kiwi Farms. Oh yes, the Chris Chan. I saw that in my Discord earlier today. You know, I never liked making fun of Chris Chan just because that was a guy who... I did a video on that idiot many, many years ago, and I ended up taking it down because it annoyed me. It got like 20,000 views. It was literally the most low-tier trash I could ever have made. And I made it with another guy, the M-Man, who sadly just kind of moved on from the whole YouTube thing and instead focused on a career, I believe, in law enforcement. But, well, I guess not sadly for him, but seeing as how, as I imagine, he was able to make a decent amount of money with that. But it was like a video where we kind of like ripped into him a little bit, but it just was such low-tier trash. I got so pissed off that it got as popular as it did. It's like, I give you people gold and you literally take copper. The basis of all the precious metals. But yeah, I knew it was going to be either A, he was going to have killed somebody, or B, he was going to do what he did. Which I can't say because YouTube. But I'm not surprised. That's the thing. Making fun of somebody that, of an obvious mental case just doesn't really Because you knew he was going to do something awful. You just knew, and then he did. And the joke is over now. Because that guy needed serious mental health. He needed like to actually get help for his various afflictions, and well, he did not. And thus that resulted. I'm gonna die. Yep, I died. He should have been in a mental health facility a long time ago, and unfortunately he never was. That's a problem with mental health, you know. People would rather blame firearms than actually try to do something about that, but whatever. Or actually just kind of like humor people with mental health issues, and then they go and do something horrible. You might think about, you know, the whole cottage industry of people mocking Chris Chan was that it really wasn't that funny. At least not to me, because it was like, this is a guy who has obvious problems, and, well, we can see what happened. For me, just mocking people in general just doesn't really make... I never found it particularly funny. It's one of those things that really... I'm surprised too that he wasn't one of those, as you would think. But then again, you know, they all end up... He's of a kind with a wide variety of people, because I remember seeing a video not too long ago about some entertainer who looked like he had a variety of mental issues. And guess what? Got arrested. It's like, yeah, people. Yeah. It's not funny. It's like when people look like they're messed up, they might very well be messed up. Smashy, smashy. Well, I like how that's like, yes, let's talk about some very serious issues like mental illness, and smashy, smashy, kill it with an axe. So long as pinkies don't exist, everybody will be safe. Let's see. 45. More credibility than them all. Gecko 45. You know, if Gecko 45 was real, he'd be like in his 40s now. It's like, it'll happen to you. Everyone gets old. Throw a grenade. I'm gonna die. Yep, I knew I was gonna die. Generally don't want to throw a grenade that close. Okay, let's go ahead and get out the shotty gun. Okay, there we go. Semi-auto shotguns have gotten remarkably popular over the last few years. I'm not really sure why. Because they're bulky, heavy, and they get everywhere. Wait, no, that's sand. Save us, Zink! Okay, why am I... Don't punch him! Hit him with an axe! Just hit something! Okay, wait a minute. Oh, let's grab some health. Ah, Mick Gordon. The sweet tunes will never get old. Oh, I thought we're already at the end of the fucking level. Okay, let's actually get out the old G36. There's a weapon in this mod that is by far the single greatest weapon in any Doom mod ever, and it's the nail gun. It is literally the most OP broken weapon in the history of modding, and I love it because it will just completely... It will literally wreck everything from the random foot soldiers to like the biggest bosses. And the best part about it is it just takes regular bullet ammo. It's beautiful. And we have it now. Save. I mean, just look at this. Look at this. Look at it. One hit kill. Just nails him right to the wall. Right to the wall, Burke. Right to the wall. Just look at it. It is like the single most beautiful weapon in Doom history. And it just takes regular bullet ammo. Because I know when I buy ammo, I buy stuff with nails. Because that makes sense. Smack him. Smack him. And see, the zombies talk now. I mean, you would think they would. It's like they're trioxin zombies. I actually figured out a way to kill those once, and I can't remember how I did it. It was something. Oh, what was it? It was a way to actually make sure that the fumes wouldn't actually spread. Ah, well. I guess that universe is doomed. Of course, another one just kind of popped into my head now. Like, if you made it to the to that particular universe, you could just use the Zat Nikichel from the classic science fiction television show Stargate SG-1. You shoot it once, and it like knocks you out. If you shoot something a second time, it kills it. And if you shoot it a third time, it just disintegrates somehow. They never explained how that worked, but hey, if it works, it works. So you just disintegrate the zombies. Seems legit, right? Yeah, but it's even better than the Quake 1 nail gun. The Quake 1 nail gun, while not bad, doesn't do what this one does. Ah, you gotta love that Desert Eagle. It's kind of useless for anything. See, you know, I don't think guns like the Desert Eagle would exist if the NFA didn't exist. I mean, it's kind of too big and kind of too heavy to really be that useful, but if that had like a shoulder stock, then it would actually really start to shine. But just as a basic pistol, I just don't think it works. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we've gone for an hour. I'm tired. And next time, if SPW program have commercial jet ammunition, that would be pretty awesome. Next time, we'll take a look at AVP-1 for the PC, but until then, I'm General Lotz, wishing you good nail guns and good SPIW, or whatever makes you happy.